Laddie Heights, where Chris Barnett is at Adacao Elementary School, where he has the honor of reading to some kids in the summer school program. So, Chris, what have you got? Who have you got? And what book are you going to undertake today?
Hey, thanks, Jay. I'll give you more on my book later. But I'm not the only one who's doing our reading here at Attica Elementary Summer School. It was funny. We walked into the lounge and we saw the vice speaker, the public auditor, the chief justice of the district court. They all got nervous when I walked in, by the way. But yeah, so they pulled out all the stops. Senator Chris Duenas, Senator Joanne Brown, also Mary Okada, a GCC president, and the vice chair of the Board of Education, all here. And all of them saying that this is their first face-to-face book reading for the kids since the pandemic. Mine too, and that's why it was funny because Miss Tilly actually invited me down, and I thought that it was just face-to-face straight up, but then I found out they could Zoom in, but I wanted to just come here because we got a bunch of kids here, and it's just been so long since I've been to a school to really do anything. And so we got our buddy Sean here. Sean Alec, and we have also Jocko. What's your last name?
Cruz.
Jocko Cruz. And they are proud students here at Attica Elementary, home of the Helita. That's right, the Helita. So you guys want to do a shout out? We'll go ahead and put you on the link and you do a shout out.
Shout out to all the senators and mom.
Yeah,
Shout out at the same time.
There you go. Sean, go ahead.
Shout out to my mom and dad and all the parents.
There you go. So that's good, man. Shout out to the senators, the parents. We're actually going to go to Miss Eileen Meno's class, is what I'm going to read to. Sean, what grade is Miss Meno's class? Fourth grade. And so what are you guys learning about in fourth grade right now?
We're learning about math, reading, science, and writing.
Writing. So what's your favorite subject?
Writing.
Writing. What do you like to write about?
Storybooks.
Oh, really? What kind of stories?
Right now, imaginary stories.
Oh, that's good. My favorite kind. Hi, are you Miss
Good
Meno?
morning,
Yes, Mrs. Meno here. Thank you for inviting us.
Thanks for coming.
Sean was just telling me what you guys are learning about. He likes writing very much. So let's go ahead and meet the kids.
You have to say.
Good morning, wow! Right on. What's up, Adacao?
Here's my online kids.
Oh, hi, online kids. Good morning. There you go. Thank you for joining us. So, Mrs. Meno, this is like hybrid?
Pretty much.
Right. So some students do
Yes,
online
yes.
and some do face-to-face,
Yes.
right?
So I do, even last year, we started last year actually where I had 5 online kids
Wow.
together with my 7 students that are face-to-face. So
I
yeah.
just got to ask you, I know I'm here to read a book, but just as a teacher, how's it been during this pandemic to do things like online teaching?
It was hard at first, but then once you get used to it, because we started in August, so it was easy. It was pretty easy for me,
Right.
and it was nice too. And I think the difficulty there is being the internet being on and off.
Right,
That's the only
right.
difficult part
And
about
so
it.
I know that GDOE had a bunch of the MiFis.
Yes, those were helpful,
Nice.
very helpful.
All right, so let's say hi to our online students. Hi, good morning. These guys are lucky because they're just 2 steps away from the kitchen, right?
Yes, yes.
All right, so we're going to read a book for you guys today and our students in class.
So you're able to see there too. So
Oh, nice.
we just got our projector last school year.
Wow.
So
So Attica got all the goodies. Look at that.
yes. So there's the speaker. Go ahead and sit down, Mr. Chris,
Oh, you
if
want me
you
to sit down?
want. Yes, if you want.
Maybe I'll stand. I prefer, is that okay? Let me just let's go around and introduce ourselves first. Just for right now, we're streaming live on the link, KUAM News Morning Show, the link. And so if you guys just want to go through and introduce yourselves, we'll get right into this. So we'll go ahead and first of all, who's happy to be here today? There you go. Raise your hand. Let me see your fafa. Put your hand on your fafa stings. All right. So you guys want to introduce yourselves? We'll go start.
I'm Ryan Rivera. I've been on the news for KUAM.
Whoa, for what?
It was in Camp Freedom.
Oh, nice. And how was that?
Camp Freedom was exciting.
So how does it feel to be on the news again?
Amazing.
It is, right? Hey, what's up, man? This guy's a KUAM News veteran right here. Right on.
my name is Tiana. It's today.
Do you want to do a shout out to your family or anybody watching today?
Oh no.
And he's like, I didn't prepare for this. We know Sean already. What's your name, boy? You got a shout out you want to do? So you're here in summer school, Attica. What's your favorite thing about going to summer school?
Playground.
Playground, and that's something that we didn't really have last year because of the COVID, right? Right. So you're just happy to be here today, and you're looking forward to recess.
Yes.
Nice. Okay, let's go over here. What's your name, Nanny?
My name is Malafunkshun-style. And the reason why I like to come here is because Mom Nino works here, Mr. D.
Oh, so your Nino works here. Oh, that's right. So you always get extra for lunch, right? Come on, Nino, you got to step it up. Okay, let's go over here. What's your name, Dan? Huh? Tenorio? Oh, Parentis, I'm your uncle. That's it. There you go. Yeah, right on. What do you like about Adacao, home of the elite type? Your teacher, right?
Yeah.
There you go. What are you learning about? What's your favorite subject to learn about?
Reading.
Reading. That's good. Well, we're going to do some reading today. How about you? Huh? Pico Valentine, right? This guy's very popular in February, no? What's your favorite thing about school? Oh, you even drew a heart. That's nice.
Learning.
Learning, that's my favorite thing. That should be your favorite thing in school. What's it like to come to class and sit in a classroom full of students? Because we didn't really get to do that last year, right? You like it? Do you like these kids here or what?
Yeah.
Because they're all right? They're pretty okay? Okay, all right, okay. Oh, you're online last school year, so that's good for you, man. Good for you. Way to go.
A lot of these kids, their first time to be face to face.
I know. This is my first time to come to face-to-face class since before the pandemic. How about you guys? You want to introduce yourselves?
Go ahead, Ethan.
Hi, Ethan.
Hi, Ethan. What do you like most about summer classes at Attica?
I like to do too much.
So much like
It makes me feel.
That's good. How about we have Sharonia? Good morning. Go ahead and introduce yourself, Dan.
Go ahead, Sharonia. Turn on your mic.
Hi, my name is Sharonia.
Sharonia, what do you like about summer school, girl?
Learning.
There you go. Good morning. That's a good thing to like. All right, let's go ahead and get into this book, guys. I'm going to read you this book. It's actually a book I read with my kids a lot. And I don't know the grade level of it, but it's a pretty cool story. It's called Zen Shorts. And it has, what is that?
A panda.
Panda bear, right? Do we have these on Guam?
No.
You sure? I think we have it up in the mountains of Jigo because it's colder up there.
Yes, and I used to see pandas in India.
In Florida, you might see pandas in Florida, maybe, right? You definitely can see.
My mom said that there are tons of animals in the US.
Right. And pandas are in Japan. That's right. You can also find pandas at the food court. Right? You guys seen the pandas at the food
I
court?
went to Japan before.
You've been to Japan? I've never been to Japan. I want to go there.
Last Narita.
Wow, you've been to Narita. All right, maybe I shouldn't read this book. We just talk to these kids for an hour. It's way more interesting.
Yes.
Right? See, she's like, nah, your book looks boring. It is a great story. This is really a great book. I really like it a lot.
The reason why you're saying that is because maybe before you read it.
I have read this book a bunch of times. Boy, kids say the darndest things someday. Okay, here we go, Mrs. Meadow at Adacao Elementary, home of the elite type. I'm going to read you Zen Shorts by John J. Muth. Michael, there's a bear outside, said Carl. A what? Asked Michael. A bear! He's like really big and he's like totally in the backyard. What's he doing? Asked Michael. He's just sitting there. He has an umbrella. An umbrella? You see, Michael went to go look out the window.
Yeah, and the blue brother is poking out the door.
Yeah. Would you guys go run and look out the window if someone told you there was a bear in the backyard?
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. Oh, like freak out.
Oh, boy.
By the
That's
time
huge.
the boys got outside, their sister Addie was already talking with them. I'm sorry for arriving unannounced, said the bear. The wind carried my umbrella all the way from my backyard to your backyard. I thought I would retrieve it before it became a nuisance. He spoke with a slight panda accent. Michael introduced himself. Then Addie introduced Carl because Carl was shy around bears that he didn't know. And this is how Addie, Michael, and Carl met Stillwater. So the name of the bear is
Stillwater.
Stillwater.
Nowhere.
The next day, Addie went to have tea with Stillwater. What kind of tea do you think they had? Pink car
Yes.
or black tea? Or that's tea.
Milk tea.
Milk tea. Oh, they had milk tea. Boba?
Lemon tea.
That's right. Okay, so they had a lot of different tea. Hello, Addie said as she stepped inside. Come in, faraway voice called. Then she heard the voice say, oh yes, come out. Stillwater was in the backyard. You cannot come into the backyard. He was in a tent. This is a birthday present from my Uncle Rye. He always gives presents on his birthday to celebrate the day he was born. I like it so much that I'm not staying in my house right now. Stillwater invited Addie to sit with him. You brought some cake. That was very nice of you. Is it your birthday? No, said Addie. It's not mine either, said Stillwater. But let me give you a gift for my uncle's birthday. I will tell you a story. The name of this story is called Uncle Rye and the Moon. My Uncle Rye lived alone in a small house up in the hills. He didn't own many things. He lived a very simple life. One evening, he discovered he had a visitor. A robber had broken into the house and was going through my uncle's few belongings. The robber didn't notice Uncle Rye, and when my uncle said, hello, the robber was so startled, he almost fell down. My uncle smiled at the robber and shook his head. Welcome. Oh, so nice of you to visit my house. Hello. The robber opened his mouth to speak, but he couldn't think of anything to say. Because Rye never lets anyone leave empty-handed, he looked around the tiny hut for a gift for the robber, but there was nothing to give. The robber began to back towards the door. Oh man, this guy's gonna call GPD. He wanted to leave. At last, Uncle Rye knew what to do. He took off his only robe, which was old and tattered, and he said, here, Tello, take this. The robber thought my uncle was crazy. He took the robe, dashed out the door, and escaped into the night. My uncle sat and looked at the moon, silvery light spilling over the mountains, making all things quietly beautiful. Poor man, lamented my uncle. All I had to give him was my tattered robe. If only I could have given him this wonderful moon. Aww. Your uncle sounds so nice, said Abby. I want him to be my Nino. I don't think I could give away my only robe. I know how that is, but there's always the moon. That was a good story, said Addie. Thank you. And this is good cake. Ooh, who likes cake? What kind of cake do you like? Oh, you got good taste in cake, bro. How about you, Sean? What kind of cake do you like? You don't like cake? What? Oh, my goodness. Sharonia, what kind of cake do you like, Sharonia? I like ice cake tea. The next day, Michael went to see Stillwater. Here I am, Stillwater called from the tree. Oh, maybe he's picking mango. Can I come up, said Stillwater? If you're careful. What if we could fly, man? Wouldn't that be so cool, said Michael.
Oh, dang, from a high tree.
We could cast shadows on the clouds, said Stillwater.
But what if we fell?
Yeah, that would be true from a very high tree and broke the back.
If we fell, we might break something, Stillwater said. That would be bad.
Hold it.
Maybe, said Stillwater. Maybe, said Michael. I think it's time for another story. The farmer's luck. There was once an old farmer who had worked his crops for many years. One day, his horse ran away. Upon hearing the news, his neighbors came to visit.
Oh man, such bad luck that your horse ran away. Oh man, oh, sucks to be you.
Maybe it's bad luck, the farmer said. The next morning, the horse returned, bringing with it 2 other wild horses.
Whoa, such good luck, dude.
The neighbor said.
Yeah, very good.
Maybe, said the farmer. The following day, his son tried to ride one of the untamed horses, was thrown off, and broke his leg.
Oh,
Hi, a day. Bad luck, they said.
that's all my God.
Maybe, answered the farmer. The day after that, the military officials came to the village to draft young men into the army to fight into the war. Seeing that the farmer's son's leg was broken, they did not take him to go fight in the war.
Whoa, such good luck, but man, he can't go on the base.
Maybe, said the farmer.
I get it, said Michael. Maybe good luck and bad luck are like all mixed up. You never know what will happen next.
Yes, you never know, said Stillwater. So who's the last one to go see Stillwater? The shy boy, huh? Carl, right? It's the shy one?
Yeah.
You know what my grandma used to say?
If you're shy, you don't try. So don't be shy.
The day after that, Carl went to visit Stillwater. Oh man, Michael said he couldn't bring over stuff to go swimming, and I'm mad at Michael. He's always telling you what to do. So I brought everything. Oh my, it's a little pool. I don't know if all those things will fit. Well, let's see, Carl said. Indeed, let's see, said Stillwater. Stillwater looked at the pool. Aye, a day. Look at that. The things can go swimming, but we can't, Stillwater said.
I just brought too much stuff, said Carl.
That's okay. I'll help you carry it home later, said Stillwater. Now it's time for another story coming up.
Why does Michael always have to tell me what to do?
Carl said.
If he were here, I bet he'd climb really high, and I'd jump on him like this, and then I'd do a big smash like that.
Does that look fun?
Yeah.
It looks fun to stand on a stomach, right? A big stomach.
Looks like a big balloon on.
Later, Carl and Stillwater had tea. They had milk tea and King Car and black tea and Nest tea and green tea because it's health tea.
I thought you said boba.
And boba tea. Oh, you're right. Oh, sorry, I forgot your tea. Sorry. Sean, what kind of tea? You like tea? You like boba too? Okay, we'll get boba. Later, Carl and Stillwater had tea. Carl, you spent the whole day being angry with Michael. Did you notice how much fun we had? Carl watched the steam from his cup.
I'm sorry I brought all this stuff,
He said. You don't need to be sorry, said Stillwater. Right now, you need to carry. Hold on tight, and I will tell you a story. This story is called A Heavy Load. 2 traveling monks. Who knows what a monk is? The wise guy. It's also like a priest, right? Kind of like
It
a
looks like
priest.
a mouse from the picture.
Yeah, these are mouse monks.
It looks like Ratatouille.
It does kind of look like Ratatouille, right?
I don't know what Ratatouille is.
2 traveling monks. Ratatouille is a Disney movie about a rat that learns how to cook in the kitchen.
Oh, yeah. I feel bad for my
There's actually a dish called ratatouille, and that's why it's named Ratatouille because it's rat-tatouille. If you watch it,
Because it's a
I
rat who
recommend.
makes food.
Yeah, it's a rat who makes ratatouille. He puts the rat in ratatouille. Okay, here we go. 2 traveling monks reached a town where there was a young woman waiting to step out of her sedan chair. The rains had made deep puddles, and she couldn't step across without spoiling her silken zori. She had a very fancy zori.
Wow.
She stood there looking very cross and impatient. Oh my God, it's like, anyone gonna help me just cross this river right now? Like I have this very nice, sorry, and I just don't want to get them wet. So, like, is anybody just gonna help me or what? She was scolding her attendants. They had nowhere to place all of her packages they held for her, so they couldn't help her across the puddle. The younger monk noticed the woman, said nothing, and walked by. But the older monk quickly picked her up and hooky-backed her across the water. See that? What a nice monk, huh? He put her down on the other side. She didn't even say thank you. She just shoved him out of the way and left. As they continued on their way, the young monk looked very sad and upset. After several hours, unable to hold his silence, he spoke out. Man, Paulie, oh, that woman back there, she was so selfish and so rude. But you picked her up anyway, and you carried her across the river, and you know what? She didn't even say thank you. Oh, man, it made me so mad. Oh. She didn't even say thank you, guys. Can you believe that? What's the number one rule? Right. Oh. Finally, the old monk spoke. I set the woman down hours ago, young man. Why are you still carrying her? Oh, that's deep. Do you think you have carried it long enough? Asked Stillwater.
Yes, said Carl.
Good, said Stillwater. And this is how Addie, Michael, Carl, and Stillwater became friends. The end. All right, how was that? How was that, Stroni? All right? Ethan, you guys like that? Right on, that's good. Nice. What are you eating? Cereal? You got a little milk on your chin. Okay, there you go. Right on. Okay. Okay. Hey, did you offer your classmates they want cereal? Guys, thank you so much for letting me come read to you. I hope you guys got some lessons from this book. What were some of the things that we learned from reading this book?
That the new monk should have said thank you when the old monk carried her on the way to the other side.
Right. And then the young monk was so mad about it.
Yes, because the king didn't say a thank you to the old monk who actually crossed the river for her.
Right. And so he was so mad that she didn't say thank you that he didn't even get to have fun on the walk because all he kept thinking about was how mad the lady was, right? Right. Anyone else want to tell me what we might have learned?
We forgot.
You forgot? That's okay. We're going to eat cake. Thank you, guys. Hey, Link fan, thank you for coming along. I hope you enjoyed this.
Sorry, Mr. Chris.
Okay.
On behalf of our class, go ahead, Chucky.
All right. This is where they're going to give me the big check.
Adacao Elementary School Certificate of Appreciation presented to Chris. What is it?
Malafunction.
Malafunkshun, Barnett.
Thank you very much. Right on. Oh, what's this, guys? We got some homemade cards. Look at that. Oh, that's yours? Yeah, day. Wow, you're a good color. Oh, dear Chris Barnett, thank you for meeting us face to face. Thank you for reading us a book. Love, Samantha Lee Valencia. Thank you, Samantha. Oh, look at this. We got KUAM, 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 KUAM. You get it? There's a theme here. KUAM. Viva KUAM.
Can we have the kids sit?
Yes, we can. Oh, look at that.
And then
Oh, that's
have
me.
you sit
Oh,
down
that's good.
and take
Good
pictures
shot.
with our
Ah, yeah, that's good. I like that angle. Thank you guys so much. Thank you, Link fan, for zooming in with us here at Attica Elementary, home of the Elite Time. Mrs. Mennel, thank you for giving me the opportunity to come and read you guys face to face. All right, we're out. We're going to take some pictures here. Thank you, Link fan. Back to you, Jason.
Okay, you guys.
All right, Chris Barnett doing work. You know what, guys? Envy is a sin, but I'm really, really jealous, Vic.